Hey guys, welcome to Winnipeg, Manitoba. I'm going to the Winnipeg ComicCon for the very first time. In fact, never been to any Comic-Con ever. There's a bus. Not mine. I'm on foot because they're doing construction here. Normally you could just go down Carlton and get to the entrance. At least that's what I sort of figured I'd get dropped off, but instead I got dropped off here on the corner. So I'll have to find my way through the jungle. That appears to be the York Avenue main entrance. The street is blocked off, so I could not come in that way. So I came in from down in that hallway. And in that room there, you go get your wristband. I have no idea where anything is. So I'm just going to wander around and see what I can see. I've never been to a Comic-Con before in my life. This is the Winnipeg ComicCon. And just got here and just trying to get my bearings. Ghostbuster. The best I can figure is we have to go across the street.
Maybe one got handed in.
The vendor hall and a lot of things are over in the south building, so that's where I'm going now. So it appears that what's upstairs here is like a dining hall. Oh, here we go. It looks like one half is the dining hall, and there's food vendors kind of all around the outskirts and stuff and in the hallways. The other side looks like this is the vendor hall on this side. Got a whole bunch of NES minis and stuff hooked up here for people to game on. It's kind of neat. Alright, let's take a walk through the vendor hall, see what we can see. Just off to one side of this, I won't swing my camera there because they say no photography. That's where all these celebrity sign signatures and stuff are, autographs. The vendor hall kind of swings all throughout this part here. There's like a ton of like artwork vendors in here too. Really nice looking stuff. I like the Ghostbuster booth there. That's a nice Boba Fett one. So a couple of booths I noticed. Here's a Make-A-Wish Foundation here. They got a bunch of Star Wars characters. Go ahead, that's fine. And over at the Ghostbuster thing, they're doing a similar thing. Whereas if you want to go get a picture with the guys in the costume or the displays, you make a donation to the Make-A-Wish. I think they were doing, the Ghostbusters were doing the Children's Hospital. Make a donation, they'll let you go and pose with the characters. So it's a good idea for good causes. The thing that's a little challenging, let's get out of the way here for a second. You walk around, by the time you see a good costume, they're already sort of walking past you. You don't have time to grab your camera. I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough and see what I can see. I'm going to go time-lapse mode though. I'm surprised how busy it is for Sunday. This is the last day. I was worried I was going to get here and there'd be nothing left. I'll have to stop and look at the retro. Found some retro Sega Master System games at this booth. I'm actually adding a few to my collection. I found a couple in another store recently too, so some titles that I've never seen before. I still have not found the back end of this building. Hey, Firefly, nice. For those of you that need a drinking horn. Got a little wrestling ring set up here too. kind of chaotic in here. It's hard to kind of know what the format's going to be because it's just kind of everyone everywhere just going nuts, looking at what they can buy. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm trying to get a look at the swords and the weapon vendor here. I'll try and get a little bit closer. They got a Eye of Thundera sword back there. See it? A gun sword. What is the place is selling like custom art? All comic themes and whatnot. I haven't seen anything that has been like not well done so far as the artwork goes. There's another retro gaming place in here too. They got a bunch of Sega Genesis games I could see. They just got a bit of everything in here. Okay, I'm going to start working through a little more methodically through the aisles here because there's a lot to see. There's a tremendous amount to see. It's really packed in here. I'll walk around. If I see something really cool, I'll stop and try to put a video of it together for you. Those folks are just packed in here. And this is like the fourth like weapon vendor I've seen. There's no shortage if you're looking for a replica sword for your costume. Pretty easy pickings here.
What's actually bad is when you have a very nice food. That's the right one, right? I can bring it over here. Just the
Bunch of dresses here. Whole bunch of DVDs. They got some vinyl on the back wall. There's like more subdued stuff too. Like it's not all comic book stuff. There's other artwork here too. I was just talking to one of the vendors off camera there. She said there's some good costumes walk around today, but she said yesterday there were a higher level yet. Oh, I like the Transformer shirts. I like those a lot, actually. I gotta think about that. Anyways, even though there's lots of costumes floated around today, I said yesterday, way more people, a lot busier, and a lot more costumes. So if you're thinking of coming to Comic-Con in future years, and it runs on the weekend, it looks like Saturday is the busy day. So if you like crowds, or at least can tolerate them, go on Saturday, because apparently there's some better or more cosplay going on. But today is, I wouldn't say this is slow. I like these too. This vendor here, I guess you pick your design from the book. They'll put them on a t-shirt for you right now.
Which one's the bad? Is that one a custom? Yeah, it's very light.
I like these shirt designs. Oh, there's more back here too.
Hey! Oh, this guy. Also well.
moss art.
Yeah,
It's all made of moss.
just like
That's pretty good.
my first thought was.
Got a whole bunch of vinyl posters here. Oh, Army of Darkness.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. It's awesome. Thank you. Oh man, there's more vendors over here that I missed. So that's pretty much the vendor hall. I didn't, of course, show everything. This area over here, they got a whole bunch of gaming stuff set up. They got a demonstration going on the big screen, but they also have like individual little stations there. You can sit down at a chair and play some classic gaming. Got some classic NES Minis, Super NES Minis. I saw some Atari and like Commodore 64 stations too. It's a little bit of everything. I'm gonna go wander around the rest of the place and see if there's anything else going on. I'm gonna head downhill here. This is where we came in. So either those doors over there or the doors that are just behind me, they all go into the main vendor area. And also a little dining room food hall thing. So this, I believe, goes over to the north building. I'm gonna go down more on the south and see if there's anything else here before I leave. So I guess all the way in the bottom in the south building, you get to these York ballrooms, and I guess they have events that are scheduled to take place down here. So I guess in about 15 minutes, Ted Raimi's gonna be on the stage here. I'm a fan of Evil Dead, so maybe I'll sit in and listen to this for a while. This is one thing I wonder is if they had a coat check. They do, but it's not open. Across the street here, that's that first initial building that I came in. I actually came in on the very far side of that building. So I kind of came in the very far end of the convention, I suppose. I'm gonna go back there because there were some rooms doing some things in there. Maybe I should have checked them out first, I'm not sure. But to get there and back and forth between this south building and that north building over there, that's what the sky bridge here is for. So you have to go to the second story to come between the two buildings, but it's all indoors, so it saves you going out in the winter. So this is this first hall that I came in the north building. There's a few different things down here. There's a Game-a-Toba. So the board game rooms. They got a bunch of guys playing various board games.
Like it's a hoot. Okay, so who's up?
Nope.
I already have one. No cards. I'm above 3.
Oh, suck it.
Is this an indie game or is it available in stores?
It is available in stores. I got it at Barnes & Noble, actually.
Barnes & Noble, okay.
But yeah, it's available just at a game store. We'll be able to get it for you.
Nice.
And it is smaller than this. I supersized it so we could use Matchbox cards. The actual game uses like small car tokens on a smaller map.
Yeah.
And then I just bought some Matchbox cards and glued the wheels and made it a bit bigger.
Nice. Mario Kart, the board game.
It really is.
And then you count 3?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Guys, I have 2 cards left and nothing in my discard pile. You've been taking all my cards.
This is esports in here in this room. Check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Very warm in here.
The call is going to be coming for the Sea Rush, another classic low eco high, and they're running directly into Swash, who has the least stopping power.
And this is my first time doing panels at Comic-Con. I did, if you caught it last night, the Anime Jeopardy. And then this one here, I've done other panels for like more education events, but this will be my first time doing a topic of my choice. Very, very common genre, wide range of fans. They have slightly heavier themes than Kodomonoke. They focus more on like battles and stuff rather than let's fight this with the power of friendship.
One thing I noticed here is there's a lot of families and where the families have all like themed and costumed together. It's kind of good. I haven't been filming a lot of them because I kind of try to avoid filming kids. But some well done costumes, and I kind of like the group thing. I just passed a group, they were Scooby-Doo, and all the families dressed up as various characters. Okay, so I'm learning a layout a little bit. This large upper room on the second floor goes across both buildings because I was in the north building looking at those the games and the anime presentation going on, and I just went out into the foyer and straight up the escalator to the second floor to see what was up here. I came right back onto the vendor hall. So I guess the vendor hall spans both buildings. So basically any escalator or stairs you go up, you'll end up here. So I'm gonna go back and circle back to the Sam Raimi thing because I want to check out some, sorry, it wasn't Sam, it was, I think it was Ted Raimi. I want to check out some of that. Okay, so just found a bit of a quiet corner here. Just for some final first thoughts on the convention. I guess the vast majority of it is the vendor hall. On other days, I'm sure there were other presentations in other rooms. So I guess if you're planning on coming next year to the Winnipeg ComicCon, do your research beforehand and picking your days because the events are very, very different from one day to the next. I was only here for Sunday, so I caught some of it. Actually, talked to that Raimi presentation was pretty interesting actually. So I guess if there's somebody there that you're interested in seeing, definitely worth checking out. But the vast majority of the walking around, like stuff to see and do, is going to be here in the vendor hall, and most of this is just people selling stuff. I'm going to guess that because some of the vendors were saying like they're companies that are set up out of Toronto and they kind of move around to all the shows. A lot of the stuff is going to be repeat with if you've gone to another Comic-Con convention, probably the exact same vendors, some of them anyway, are going to be the same at every single one. So I'm not sure how unique this one is. The atmosphere very friendly. You know, no one's wound up tight, very relaxed. All the vendors are very pleasant. No one's pushy, no one's shovey. So that part of it was all good. I would say the organization though, like of the building, a little bit spread out, a little bit confusing when you first get here if you've never been here before. So they could do a little better with the signage, I think. I guess another point to sort of bring out is I got dropped off here, so I have no idea what the parking is like. I know there's like 2 different parkades that are right under the convention center. So if you have a coat, because you're coming when the weather's colder, I guess there is indoor heated parking, so you can leave your coat in the car and use that kind of as a coat check. So I guess it's not as important if they're not giving you a coat check in the building. I thought that there would be more areas dedicated to actual showing, like the costumes. Like I've seen videos of other comic conventions where they will actually have like a, not really a parade, but a place that you can go if you have your costume, and you can actually, you know, be brought up on stage, show it off, meet and greet kind of thing. I didn't see anything on the website that talked about that, but where they're going to do like an organized cosplay meetup. So far it's just sort of where people are walking around and you just kind of run into them in the vendor hall. But it's kind of disorganized, you can't really get good pictures. They also had some sort of guidelines on the website about shooting, like taking pictures of stuff, and they kind of recommend like try to ask people when you can. Although everyone's walking around, how can you not, you know, get their picture if they're just walking in and out of your shots? But I wish they had sort of a dedicated zone and a time where they could say, okay, if you want to like see the cosplay stuff, we're going to try to do that on scheduled times. So as far as I could see on the website, I didn't see any kind of organized effort for that. That would have been nice. Just announcing Lou Ferrigno was doing autographs. Celebrity lineup was actually decent. They had that the actor who plays Moff Gideon here, Lou Ferrigno was here, Ted Raimi was here to giving a talk. Like it's Winnipeg, you know. It's not Los Angeles. It's not, you know, going to be the cream of the crop, I suppose. But I don't know. It was not bad. It was okay. I'm glad I did it once. Personally, I don't know if I would do it again. It was okay. Lots of stuff. If you're in the mood to come buy stuff, you're going to find stuff here you're not going to find anywhere else. So I guess it's good for that. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment, do something. It helps the channel. And thanks for watching. In hindsight, I'm wondering if I did Comic-Con wrong. Like maybe that's why I sort of got a feeling I wasn't really gonna need to come back. I think if you came with a group of people, I think if you're into cosplay, I think if you're shopping around for something really specific, unique to your genre, you'd absolutely find a ton of stuff there to do, and I think it'd be a lot more enjoyable. I kind of came on a spur of a moment because somebody had an extra ticket because they changed their mind of what day they were going, so I bought the extra ticket. So don't get the wrong impression. I'm not like trying to crap on Winnipeg Comic-Con or anything like that. I just think it was neat for me to see once, but if I'm not going to go with like a group of people, I'll probably not bother coming back, at least for a while. So I'm going to call it the end of the video right there. In fact, this is kind of bonus footage. Thanks for watching. Bye.